Hi guys, welcome back to Manifest with Armine. My name is Armine and I'm a law of attraction consultant. Okay, this is an impromptu video, but I think that it would be appreciated. So I'm gonna go ahead and record it. I remember when for relationship. Um, I did another video on I remember when, and that was focused pretty much on money, I would say, on finances. This one is about relationship. So if you have not yet manifested the relationship that you are desiring, then this is a suggestion of one way you can go about the exercise of I remember when, which is Neville Goddard's, right? That's in Neville's teachings. So if you are currently desiring a relationship and you are experiencing the lack of a relationship, then you're probably resenting doing some things alone, resenting other couples doing things, and you're either there or not even there because you don't want to be the, fifth wheel. You are feeling pressure of people asking you, when are you gonna get married? When are you gonna meet your guy? When are you gonna meet your girl? When are you gonna settle down? So those are just a few things. There will be many, many more that come to your mind, especially more specific to you. So let's do an I remember when for when you already have this. So what you're doing is you're slipping into your, I want to say future self. But it's not your future self because now you're slipping into the new man, into the new you. And the new you is seeing from the perspective of already being in that relationship and experiencing that relationship. So you are in this relationship and you're looking back on before you were in the relationship. So you feel good, you feel content, you feel satisfied, you feel enthusiastic, you feel natural, and you're thinking, I remember when I got an invitation for somewhere and I didn't know who to take with me. I remember when it would say so-and-so and guest that I didn't even have a guest to take with me. I remember when I was falling asleep alone at night and I felt kind of empty because I didn't realize that there's this feeling of fullness that I've started to feel, and now I feel really because I have, my soulmate with me at night. I remember when other couples would do things and I thought it was kind of tacky. I thought, okay, like, your couple's great, congratulations. And I resented that. I remember when I would sometimes pretend to enjoy being single, at least in front of other people, because I didn't want to feel sorry for myself. Sometimes I really enjoyed being single, but sometimes I pretended. I pretended I enjoyed it. I remember when his arms or her arms were not around me. I remember when this was just in my imagination. I remember when the thought of someone loving me the way they do, the way my partner does, was just a seed in my mind. I remember when I didn't even know if it could ever happen. I remember when I had not experienced the fullness of a relationship like I do now. I remember when I only cooked for myself at night. I remember when I would want to go to certain places and I would think, but it would be nice to go there with my boyfriend or a husband or girlfriend or wife. And I remember when I didn't have that yet. I remember when I really didn't even know what that would be like. I remember when I was the person in my group of friends, or when I was the person in my family who wasn't in a happy relationship, wasn't in a relationship or in a happy relationship. So those are a few things that might inspire you to use the I remember when technique of Neville Goddard's. And it's going to be very unique for you. And some of those things will be relatable to you and some won't. And just use it as a first step. Whatever was relatable to you, use as like a starting point. And as you do this, and don't try to make it longer than it needs to be, because it's not necessarily the effectiveness is not necessarily in the length of the process. It's really much more in the feeling that you feel as you're doing it. So allow it to go for at least a minute, really at least a minute. That's about it. To give yourself that much to play around with those memories of I remember whens, to the point where it starts to kind of flow and you get this feeling of comfort. You get this feeling of comfort, and that will bring the momentum to more naturally thinking of you'll add your own specifics to it. And don't try to make it too long. Don't think that, okay, I have to keep going, I have to think of more things now to say to myself, because it's not about how long you do it for. It's just about reaching that feeling. Reach that feeling, do it for a few more seconds, for a couple more minutes, it doesn't matter, and then just let it go and fall asleep in that feeling. And that's all you have to do. The more you worry about if you're doing it right or not, the more you're just introducing resistance, and that's not necessary at all. So if you enjoyed this video, please click like. If you'd like to hear more about I remember when, if you'd like to if you'd like to share your share your experiences, please do. I really want to hear more about what you guys have already have experience with this deliberate creation, or whatever you want to call it, with feeling it real and manifesting things. If you've used I remember when, I want to hear about it. Everyone watching this probably wants to hear about it, so please share if you feel like doing so. If you'd like to subscribe and you haven't done so yet, please do, and I will see you guys next time.